Welcome back. An update on the bee invasion over on Stadium 1. Take a look at this. We got the beekeeper out there. We've got the vacuum, and we're just sucking up bees right now. It's been more than an hour since the bees took over to suspend the match between Carlos Alcaraz and Alexander Zverev. And while we have a moment, there's a lot of buzz on our set because on the BMW desk, we've got none other than Tommy Paul. You ever seen anything like that?
No, I have not. I mean, that is crazy. I mean, he's going full just bare hand out there, like not even caring if he gets stung, too.
You got any kind of a phobia? I mean, what happens if you get a bee attack on the court?
I've been attacked by bees on the court before.
Really?
Yeah. I've been stung right in the neck. Actually, here in Palm Springs in junior tournament.
No way.
Yep.
Look at that.
Did it end the match or?
No. I lost, though.
Okay.
had a little swell up over here, but other than that, I was good.
Yeah. I think one of them may have gotten Carlos. Nobody got you today. You were stinging the competition. Congratulations, by the way, into the semifinals here.
Thank you.
For the first time. Love that aggressive play.
Yep.
Still coming forward into the net. Not even a broken string could stop you, Tommy.
That was crazy.
What was the game plan today, and how did it work out?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it was to play aggressive, come out and play my game, make him a little nervous or make him uncomfortable, especially on the pressure points. And I mean, down deep in the third set, that was like when it became very important. He had a chance there to break me back, and luckily I came up with a pretty big serve. And then, like you said, I broke the string on match point, and I was like, oh no, and just like kind of rushed the net and hope for the best.
Look, Carlos, of course, attacks the net quite a bit. We see Foe when he's playing his best, trying to attack as well. But you're making it a real regular thing. You look so comfortable up there, which shows you that in today's game, even with a lot of the courts being slower, the balls being heavier than they were 20, 30 years ago, it's still a very successful tactic when done right. Why do you think you're able to execute it so well, even in today's climate?
I don't know. I mean, the court slowing down, it helps and hurts a little bit. Obviously, we have a little bit more time to get to the net, but I mean, these guys are so good. I mean, for the most part, people pass really well, and it's about how you cover the net, really. I mean, along with accumulating pressure over time. I mean, that's kind of the goal for me, but. I mean, these guys are definitely good. I'm not winning every point that I'm coming to the net, but I like to think that I'm winning more than I'm losing.
I'm glad you talked about covering the net, because a lot of people think just because you have good volleys you can be successful up there, but covering where to anticipate makes such a big difference. So I've been told to ask you, what have you been doing each night? What have you been watching each night in preparation? You know your boy do his homework. You know, don't play with me.
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah, no, I've been watching a lot of this tournament, and I've also been watching a lot of the legends play tennis. Coming to the net last night, I watched Boris Becker.
Love that.
I watched Tim Henman before my first round, Pat Rafter before my second,
so good,
and Edberg for my third round. So been watching a lot of the legends come to the net. And it's been a little bit of inspiration for me.
Epic.
All right. What have you been learning though? What specifically from each of these guys?
I mean, the way that they cover the net. I also saw Tim was pulling out these juke moves.
Yep.
When he hit like an average volley, he would juke right and then go left. Tried to pull that out today. It did not work for me, but maybe at some point in the tournament it'll work.
Well, I love the fact that you're going back to that. I mean, even today, I get so much entertainment value out of watching it because it was such a beautiful style. I know you know some of the American guys from that age group, but the Henmans, the Beckers, the Rafters, even at some of these bigger tournaments where they show up, have you gotten a chance to break bread, pick their brain a little bit?
Yeah, I actually just talked to Tim Henman right before this.
So good. Yeah.
And I mean, he knows he's one of my favorite players ever. And hopefully, I mean, he can give me some pointers at some point. But, yeah, I mean, he's a great guy. I've talked to him quite a bit. In terms of the other guys, not so much. Haven't seen him so much, but I'd love to for sure.
All right, so you named some guys. Who are we watching tonight?
That's a good question. You got any recommendations for me?
I mean, Federer?
Yeah, I mean, I've watched a lot of Federer in my day, though.
Have we watched Edberg yet? Wilander?
Yeah, Edberg was before the second or third round. Wilander I have not watched, so that might be next up.
Motz, a good guy.
Could throw a little serve and volley, both guys. Little Pete Henman, they had some great matches.
Yeah, Pete was actually
Pete Becker, Hanover. One of those. All their battles in Germany were epic. You know.
I want to watch some Pete. I haven't watched enough of him.
What about
Okay,
Prakash?
Well, listen. He wants to continue winning there, okay? But I will give you 2 little tidbits for you. You can throw that Pete Becker '96 World Tour Finals.
All
If you
right.
wanna, that's an absolute classic in there. Might get a couple diving lessons. And you know what? If you're at it, you might want to throw a little Newport in there. You pick up a little some over here as well.
Maybe
What
I'll
year was
tune
that?
into both.
What year was that?
Oh wait.
Yeah.
A few years
Santoro,
ago.
Armitage, little action there. That's awesome. Student of the game. We love to see it, Tommy. And you're playing spectacular tennis out there. Keep it going.
Appreciate it.
Tommy Paul into the semifinals here at Indian Wells. We'll await the winner of Daniil Medvedev and Holger Rune, while the beekeeper still working away, breaking down that camera up there. We are getting every single bee, so Alcaraz and Zverev can get back on the court. Don't go anywhere.